Hello, Seth here from macOS X screencast.com. In this screencast I'd like to show you Automaton, which comes from Tech. Automaton is basically an application which consists of 4 just great applications. They are called AutoNotes, AutoClips, AutoTyper and AutoFiler. You can download this application at tech.com.au/site/home.html. I've already opened Automaton. The application sits in the menu bar as well as in the dock. And you see here that you can have as many config files as you want. Just click this plus symbol and create new config files as you want. And I'd like to show you Filer here for the beginning. Filer is an application of, or a part of Automaton, which sits in the background watching folders and according to rules moves folders in that folder to somewhere or does something with those files. You can load predefined rules from the bottom here, and the developer has created some samples and predefined rules which you get started, like this remove download warning here. This is actually a script, a shell script which runs whenever this rule is applied to a file. Sometimes you may want to take a closer look at this button. Had some minor issues with this always recheck rules button. Okay, you see that I'd like to ignore files or folders in the predefined rule set which are called old files. Okay, let's go to the downloads folder, and here I create a folder which's name is just old files. When I go back to Automaton and click OK and save this rule, enable it, you will see now that this folder is now blue, and the rules are performed from top to the bottom and are applied to the files in the folder, like remove the download warning, again, unarchive zip files, open disk images automatically. And this one is just a script as well, which echoes yes to HDI-util, which will tell HDI-util not to show and will automatically agree to those darn license agreement messages. Once these files are sitting in the folder, Automaton will, in this predefined rule set, wait for 4 hours. First they will be labeled green, then they will be labeled yellow. After 8 hours they will be labeled orange, which means you should do something with those files now. After 12 hours they will be labeled red, and after 12 hours they will be just removed from the folder to a folder called old files. Again, this one sits on my desktop. When I click OK and enable this rule, whenever I'm moving now something inside that folder, Automaton recognizes that I've dropped something in there and will move that file after 1 day, or 1 minute in my case, to that folder. Okay, the next thing I'd like to show you is creating a new rule, which is, this one is called move pictures, and the content type should conform to image. Whenever I drop an image in here, I'd like to have a growl notification, image dropped, and from the palette I pick the file name. Okay, image dropped. Oh, let me see. Yeah, I have a picture here. Okay, I can do now something more with this picture, like move file to other, and not the old files but pictures. I'd like to put an underscore in front of my folder names so that these folders stay on top of the listing. Click OK, and now when I look inside that folder, oh, so Automaton was too fast. It already moved this file to the old files folder. So when I switch back now, and you see now that my picture is now in the pictures folder like it should be. This rule has some a disadvantage, because after 1 minute pictures now will be moved to old files. So to get rid of this setting, we rename this rule to ignore folders, and any rules in the upper menu should be matched, and from here we just add the pictures folder, and now you see that the pictures folder is blue as well. Okay, the next part of Automaton is the typer. Typer is really great because you can add here so-called snippets you may know from other snippet expansion programs. The great thing here, I have TextMat opened, and you can select all your different snippets from the menu bar, like my symbols here, or the podcast from Germany, that big one. And one cool thing is here you can set to expand the snippet as default, as rich text, or as plain text. You can set to remove the delimiter, keep it, or if it should just expand immediately. And this one can be set for every single snippet here. It can be set for a so-called group name, and you can set for every group name to have a different sound. There are so many sounds in this application, like I'm showing you now, and you won't use that much. I'd like to stick with the tick, because this one's just the one I'm currently using. You can add new groups by clicking the new group button, and you can import text expander snippets as well. I don't think you need to know how such an AutoTyper thing really works. It works like this. You can enter some smaller text and it will automatically be expanded to longer text, like in my case my name, or CCT for my short name. And you can use the AutoTyper to expand longer terms as well, like my signature here. And this is it for AutoTyper. You can set different applications where you'd like to use actually your AutoTyper settings, and you can set so many things here. You can create new snippets from the pasteboard with a shortcut, and AutoTyper is just amazingly mighty. The last two applications, AutoNotes and AutoClips, I'd like to show you in a separate screencast. For this screencast I'm finished here, and I'm very proud to say that we have actually to give away 3 free licenses for this great application. Just head over to our website and leave us a comment on this screencast telling us what's your favorite feature in Automaton. You don't have to comment on both screencasts like some people do. When you comment on one screencast, it will automatically count towards taking part in this raffle as well. It doesn't matter if you're using the first screencast as your comment section or the second screencast as the comment section. I will figure it out when time has come. See you next time. Bye.